Hey there, quick note before we dive in. What you're watching right now is a lesson from one of my courses that I've decided to release completely for free here on YouTube so you don't have to pay a dime. So instead of asking you to buy my course, if you want to show your appreciation, here's a couple of things that you can do. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel. These small actions tell YouTube to share my content with more people, which is a huge help. Also, feel free to check out my recommended equipment links in the description below. If you do purchase equipment from these links, I do get a small commission at no extra cost to you whatsoever. Or if you want to, you can leave me a super thanks or even just hit play on one of my playlists. I know it sounds silly, but if you just hit play on one of my playlists and let it play in the background, even if you're not paying attention, it tells YouTube, hey, people are watching these videos. I'm going to push it out to more people. So even if you just want to do that, I would love it. I would appreciate it so much. And then lastly, if you're looking for more personalized help, I do offer private coaching that you can find in the description of this video. Either way, I really appreciate you, whether you choose to do one of these things or not. Just by simply watching this video, it means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Now, let's get to the lesson. Okay, before you start using EQ, you have to understand what it is and what it can do. So what is EQ? Well, as I often do, I'll use photography to explain. You can take a photo with your camera, and when you get back home, bring it into Photoshop to edit. Within a photo editor like Photoshop or even the editing section of Instagram, you can change how the photo looks. Maybe you like certain colors in the image and don't like other colors in the image. You can take the colors in that image that you like and make them stand out more, and then the colors that you don't like, you can bring them down so they're not as noticeable. Well, this is exactly what we're doing with EQ to our audio, but instead of it being colors, it's frequencies. All sounds are made up of frequencies. We have low-tone frequencies, mid-tone frequencies, and high-tone frequencies, and tones that are made up of all the frequencies, like our voices, for example. Our voices cover a vast majority of the frequencies across the board. So, as you noticed when I played those tones, you could tell just by looking at the frequencies of the EQ that it was a low tone, mid-tone, or high tone. But like I said, our voices cover a vast majority of the frequencies across the board. So when I play a voice, for example, we can see all the frequencies going at once. So just like with the photo and making colors more prominent or taking colors away, I can bring certain frequencies out, making them more prominent, or I can take certain frequencies away. You can shape the sound of your voice with EQ in many, many different ways and variations. The easiest way to think of EQ is like your car's stereo. Especially older cars that weren't digital, but nowadays you can just go into your car's stereo system settings and adjust the parameters digitally. It'll usually give you 3 parameters to adjust: your bass, mids, and treble. That's exactly what you have when looking at the frequency window of your EQ. From left to right, you have your bass, mids, and treble. You've probably already figured this out, but treble is your high frequencies. To drive home what EQ is, I want to show you a couple of extreme examples of what it can do. Now, I have my EQ pulled up, and for these next examples, I'm going to make some pretty exaggerated adjustments with the EQ to my voice. Now, remember, from left to right covers our bass, mids, and treble. So, in this first example, I'm going to take all of the bass out of my voice. This will result in the audio sounding like it's coming out of a phone or an old-timey radio. All right? Awesome. Now for my next trick, I'll take all of the treble out of my audio. This will result in me sounding like I'm underwater or on the other side of a wall having a conversation. All right, I hope this is beginning to help you get a firm grasp on what EQ is and what it can do to help shape your voice. It's a very powerful tool that can really help you when mixing your audio, but because it's so powerful, it can also ruin your audio really quickly if you have no idea what you're doing. In the next few sections, we'll keep peeling back the layers of the EQ so that you can confidently process your audio knowing that what you're doing will give you great results. See you in the next one.